Good morning, folks. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're coming from and watching this. I appreciate you taking the time to watch my video here on YouTube. So, I want to talk about Twitter today and what your thoughts are on Elon Musk. There's been a lot of news. Obviously, this year has been, he made a bid to buy the company and had tried to back out of it and threatened to got sued, and then it was coming back and he was buying it, and well, he did complete the purchase of Twitter. And now there's people talking about quitting Twitter, and just recently now they're and I have a chart pulled up here, and it don't matter anymore because Twitter is not it was delisted 1027, so 5370. We all know, and this is my personal opinion, eventually Twitter is going to be a public company again because what a crazy. I mean, here's a guy running an electric car company and gets involved in Twitter, which is totally a different type of company, and now he's fired pretty much everybody on the board, and there's employees that are worried about getting their vested shares, and they're going to be getting them in the coming weeks. So, man, he has bitten off more than he probably wants. And yeah, it says I'm reading a little article here on CNBC, and yeah, it says maybe he fired some people to avoid golden parachutes and stuff like that. So crazy money. I don't understand everything that's involved, but now today I read, and I want to know what you guys think about this too, is they're talking, and I'm going to actually pull up Twitter. Let's pull up Twitter. I've been on Twitter actually for 5 years. I don't have a lot of followers. I don't put a whole lot of effort into it because I tell you, between doing YouTube and having my own Facebook, and then you do Instagram, everything else, it's just too. Sometimes I think it's too much. Excuse me, guys. I'm on there as Pat Stock 19, Pat D's, but Pat's. I'm on there as Pat D's. Yeah, Pat Stock 19. The handle is. So one thing I never liked is you couldn't. I'm just reading his post. To all the complainers, please continue complaining, but it will cost $8. So the news is out today that he's going to have people that you want to check mark by your name, like Elon Musk here. It's going to cost you $8 a month to. That will probably help eliminate, obviously, a lot of bots and a lot of, and I think he was right. I think he was right in saying that there are a lot of fake accounts on there, and he in my opinion, definitely turn on notifications. So there's a lot of things that are going to change about. Am I going to pay $8 a month? No, because again, I don't have. I mean, look, how many followers do I have? Profile. Is that what I look at the pro? Yeah, I have 127 followers, where I have over on my regular YouTube channel as a reseller, I have over 4,000, and I have close to 400 here on Money Me. So I like Twitter in some aspects because of the world and stuff, but I just think there's so much fraud and people that just want to. There's just so much. I get is a nice way to say so much BS. So I like Twitter was always kind of one of my favorite stocks because it was the biggest amount of money I ever made on an option. Probably about about 6 years ago, I had $2,500 into 3 or 4 different options. Some expired that day. I had one option. It was funny because one time it was down to like $90, and I think I had $800 or $900 into it, and it wound up. That day, that when it spiked something like 7-8 points, I had basically turned that $100 into something like $1,200 the next day. So I apologize. I'm recording this late at night here and looking at the market and finishing up some work. So I'm sorry about that. So Powerball jackpot, $1 billion. We could, well, I mean, well, you know, that's, I just said, I almost thought in my head, we can buy Elon out. And, well, I mean, think about that. Powerball, you have to hit 40, it was 44 billion, you have to hit 44 $1 billion Powerballs to equal that crazy number that he paid. So, obviously, we know, and the Twitter's market cap at 44 billion. Facebook, now it's called Meta. Meta, even with the stock drop, Meta's market cap is 252 billion, but I mean, their revenue is 86 billion dollars. Where what was Twitter's revenue? Twitter's revenue, 44. You know, it's hard to. Let me look real quick. Twitter's revenue, and I'm pulling it up here on Yahoo, guys, in case you're curious. So that real quick is basically the free Webull desktop app, and I haven't even mentioned it, but usually I have if you get a free share or two if you use my link in my description, but you know, right now I wouldn't be pouring a whole lot of money into anything because this world is a mess. But revenue wise, yeah, $5 billion. I mean, so you're talking 16 times. But that leads to a lot of potential. I mean, even if at $8 a month, I mean, simple math. If 10 million people take them up on it, that's $80 million a month. That's going to be almost $1 billion in revenue right there a year, and that's going to definitely change things. And I think he could get 10 million people easily to sign up for $8 a month if they feel that the value's there, or you're going to have a lot of things. And he's probably talking about, I think it was called Vine. It basically was the predecessor to TikTok. So he's going to be doing, that type of thing. He's going to be doing a lot to basically, if he doubles the revenue in this company, he'll definitely, when basically nobody else wanted Twitter, he'll definitely be making money. The problem is he's going to be sidetracked in I guess the politics of who he lets on. I mean, there's lots of celebrities leaving, because they don't like Elon. It's funny because I thought everybody loved Elon because he's the guy that's putting these electric vehicles out that a lot of people can't afford. But the way that, so he's a mystery man. He's still what? Is he still the richest guy in the world? Let me see. Elon Musk net worth. Wow, he's still worth that kind of money. Holy crap. Ay, ay, ay. About $210 billion. I mean, obviously he didn't put out $44 billion himself. He financed that, and he did sell. He probably sold. I mean, obviously he could because he owns a big chunk of Tesla. I think at one time he owned 50-60% of Tesla, and that's why Tesla did so good, because every time someone tried to short it, it just, it got squeezed because he owns a lot of it. So, I mean, if you look at Tesla here over a weekly basis and you go back to even 2020, pre-split, and, you got 2020. Let me see. Yeah, even January. Let's see. January. Yeah, $35, but it even dipped below then. It was down to 15 on March 20th, 2020. And I mean, here we are at 227, but the peak of the stock was really of November last year, and it's not been a good year actually for the stock. But you got people that got in early here even just from, you got people that are millionaires that got in 4 or 5 years ago and have prices of $5-6, and even at 40 times their money, they're at well, do the math, at $5,000 into it. Several years ago, you're looking at $200,000. So there's a lot of people that still respect Elon Musk as far as that. I know myself. I've been in and out at options a couple years ago, and every time I seem to make, I lost more money on Tesla betting against it than I made on it. And there was many times that just didn't get in the stock because it was $500 to $1,000. So I don't know. I would not bet against Elon though, as far as this Twitter. I really think he feels. I think he feels that, hey, he's going to basically be able to compete with a. He knows that Google and obviously Facebook are the two behemoths, but with he can do something amazing for Twitter over the next 2 to 4 years. He can bring that, even if he brings it back, even if he brings it for what he bought it, and he sells his shares and he gets his money back, he'll never lose. He's really not gonna. I don't see him losing. I mean, I saw an article recently that just said probably the company was only worth $12 billion, but but yet Wall Street's a funny thing, because you get on there. And here we got analysts saying the price start 55, and a low of 23. So you got people that were telling people to buy stocks that look at Amazon. Let's look at Amazon, folks. Look at Amazon. I mean, Amazon's almost been cut in half. You got Meta. So don't always go by 385 to 95. So I am not a licensed broker. I am not a licensed analyst. I do this to talk about my experience in stocks. I enjoy talking about stocks, talking about money, and that's why I created this channel. I'm not monetized at all. You need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, and I do videos periodically when I feel like it. I wish I could do them more, but it takes a lot of effort and stuff like that. But I'm interested to see, and I want you guys to comment in the comment is what you think will happen with Twitter, or what do you think? I think if he can basically double the revenue in the next 3 or 4 years, the company's going to be worth double. It's going to be don't be surprised if it's an $80-90 billion company. Is it going to happen overnight? No, but if it happens over the next 5 years, and he does some licensing agreements with video and a lot of things, he didn't spend this kind of money just to I think just be able to have free speech and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Is this a $44 billion mistake? We'll see. So hey guys, I hope you liked this video. I want to talk about Twitter and what your thoughts are, and give me a hit the bell notification, so when I go live, and do me a favor, it doesn't cost nothing. It doesn't cost you $44 billion. It doesn't even cost you $2 like it does for the Powerball ticket. And subscribe to the channel just by clicking subscribe. So I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you again.